What's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Romeo here with a unboxing video. That's right, guys, I have just ordered a collector's edition of a game and I'm going to be unboxing it for your pleasure. Now, I've actually done a couple of unboxing videos before, but I realized I forgot to upload them. So technically this is my third unboxing, but because you haven't seen my other unboxings, then it's sort of the first one for you. The game that I'm talking about is Kingdoms of Amalur. There you go, Kingdoms of Amalur, right there. Now, this is Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. So the game was originally called Reckoning, and this is called Re-Reckoning because it's actually a remaster of a game. Now, I pre-ordered the old game, and it was fun. I had great fun with it. However, for some reason, I've never been able to finish the game. I'm not sure if it's on my gaming channel, but you can see there's some videos of the game when I've tried it. So when I heard there's a remaster of this, I thought to myself that definitely I need to try finishing this game. So you're gonna notice that this, there you go. So I just ripped that apart. I'm sure it doesn't look like a very professional start to this unboxing. It is just a plastic bag. Okay, going down. Okay. Alright, there you go, guys. That is the Kingdoms of Amalur box right there. You can see this knight. I don't know what you'd call it. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how classes work in that game if I want to describe it to people. Generally what happens is you have these fate cards, and basically you can mix up certain stats, so you can sort of make a cross between warrior and mage, and then that basically changes your fate. Like you're going to become a mage warrior or mystic warrior instead of, so that's how it used to work. So I guess just because the armor class, I'm just referring to him as a knight, and he's fighting a band of ogres, which is always entertaining. Now, I didn't get that far in the game to fight ogres, unfortunately, so hopefully I'll get to do some of that today. And it comes with a figure of Alan Shear, who is basically one of the protagonists of the game, I guess. She's a mysterious elf assassin, and yeah, she is, let's just say I have a bit of a crush on her. Alrighty then. Oh no. Seems to have slight box damage there. I think I messed that up somewhere. Anywho, I think the box is there. There you go, guys. The Alan Shear figure right there, looking awesome. Now she looks a bit different from the cover, and there's a bit of an irony there. I will explain to you in a moment. I will try to pull this out though. Okay, there you go. So there's the Alan Shear figure. Now the irony is that on the cover and also on the side of the box, she seems to have a bit of a greyish tint. Okay, but the figure is nicely skin colored. Okay, a little bit very fair. However, in the game, from what I remember, she was actually quite pale, so she didn't have a grey tint to her, but she wasn't completely human looking in terms of her skin tone. Okay, now this figure, however, if you notice, she has a very human looking skin tone. Oh, hopefully the white balance is not too bad on this, and you can notice it. But that is awesome. She is an elfin beauty. Okay, so now let's try to unlock her from there. You have this awkward looking. Now, Kingdoms of Amalur is a strange game in that it basically had everything in it that you would expect for it to become one of the biggest hits of all time. Everything in terms of content, in terms of the art in it. It had a brilliant writer. It had possibly the best gameplay of any action RPG ever made, and a lot of people, even its critics, would agree to that kind of statement, that the combat was one of the best, most active combats in RPG history. Okay, I think I've taken everything out. I always find these boxes really awkward, especially when you're trying not to unpack all of that. I mean, there's a, I think it opens from the sides. There you go. Alrighty then. She's almost out, and her arm is still stuck in that little. There you go. Okay. Okay guys, there you go. You can see her a bit more clearly. Alan Shear. What a fantastic looking figure. And it's got an interesting cape. It's not hard like you usually get on these figures. It's a little soft. Not quite sure what material is it. Now, one of the things I've noticed though is that they've tried to make it look like she's the armor is battle worn, if you will. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see that they've made fake rips inside. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if she has any battle scars. She looks quite okay. Oh no, she's got a bit of a scrape on her arm. I think you can just about see it. So she's got a bit of a red scrape on her hand. Not hand, arm. But fantastic figure there of Alan Shear. Gonna zoom back out. Wonderful. Okay. Alrighty then. Moving on to the next bit. In the same part, so in the same plastic box, you have this. It is a keychain with the Kingdoms of Amalur logo on it. There you go. So let's zoom into this bad boy. Don't know if you can. You see it? Oh, wait, that doesn't help. Maybe if I put it on my hand. There you go. Looking good. And in the back it says Kingdoms of Amalur, but made in China. China. Alright, next one up. On the box for Alan Shear herself, you're going to notice that the inline, I guess, I don't know, I'm just making up words now to describe it. It's actually a map of Amalur, so well done. That's an interesting idea. It's almost like, yeah, you wouldn't expect. I've had a lot of collector's editions, and I've hardly heard of remastered collector editions. Okay, so it's at least in terms of the games that I like, I've hardly seen collector's editions for those kind of games. So it's a nice change to see. Speaking of collector's editions, obviously I have other collector's editions as well. Now this one's obviously new, so I thought I could do like an unboxing. You've just seen me do it for the first time. However, if you guys want, I can try showing you my collector's edition, the collector's editions I've got. Obviously some of them might have slight damage on it or something, but it should be okay. There you go. Alrighty then. That's my Alan Shear right there. Thinking about putting this bad boy in my workplace, or bad girl. Fantastic. Okay, next up though, we've got our box obviously. However, it seems there's a box within a box. So it's more of a sleeve. This is a sleeve. Go there. Unfortunately, it could not protect me against its slight bend I found. And get that sometimes in some collector's editions. Usually when you see collector's editions in like unboxings on YouTube, you're gonna see it's a lot of times they're like sponsored guys, so they obviously get like a perfect edition. But I'm a normal person, obviously, so accidents happen in the mail for guys like us. Alright, next up you've got these postcards. Now postcards is a weird one. I like how people are able to show their art on postcards, but would you really use a postcard that you've just got in a collector's edition game? I don't think so. So it's a bit useless. However, there you go, looking at that nice artwork there. I believe you can see it. I don't know what that is, snow troll or something? Okay. Ooh. It's the ogres we were talking about. Next up, I don't remember who that is. Huh. Looking good. I wonder if they can get a digital copy of these. Make a nice. I think that might be Alan Shear. So it seems from the artwork, I'm not quite sure if this is actually artwork from the original game. So it's not from Reckoning. I think it says artwork from Re-Reckoning. So I have a feeling if this is concept art, if it is, yeah, then I think it's giving us a bit of a preview of the next expansion. So one of the things they're doing is they're actually bringing in an expansion to this game, but they thought they'd remaster it. I'm guessing they reworked a few of the mechanics so they'll be able to produce a high quality expansion. Next up, we've got the official soundtrack. It's been a while since I've got a collector's edition with a soundtrack in it. Unfortunately, now what happens nowadays is music companies realize that this is big business, you know, that gamers want game soundtracks, so they try to sell it separately just to make some extra money. But thankfully, they've actually put the whole soundtrack in it. Even a lot of times in collector's editions, even if they put like a soundtrack in it, they'll put a few songs in it. It'll be like a preview, so you're forced to go buy the CD. So thank you very much, THQ, for doing that, for rewarding the gamers. THQ has been pretty good. So THQ Nordic has been pretty well at satisfying gamers with some of their games. With Re-Reckoning though, when I was watching the trailer, I was a little bit disappointed because graphically I couldn't tell that they improved anything whatsoever. So fingers crossed the actual gameplay is massively better. I've got the PC edition, PC Master Race, and this should be good. One of the reasons now I've started to buy just PC games is because I could record high quality videos. I mean, if you've seen Final Fantasy 14 on my YouTube, you're gonna realize that it's quite high quality. It's 4K, and that's because I'm able to do that in OBS on my computer. In terms of console games, I can't do that. Like Final Fantasy 14, I could have bought it on console. In fact, it's actually where I first played the game, and I loved it. So I loved playing it on the console. But I just, like, for graphical fidelity reasons, I went on PC. And to be honest, I think after a while you just feel a little comfortable sitting on the PC when you're playing a game like that. But yeah, it's actual console. I've just opened up a lot of protection there for the CDs. This is rare. I don't remember ever seeing this in a game CD. So like literal protection for the CDs, and that is good. That is good stuff. I'm mightily impressed by this. Inside you've got 2 game discs. Okay, game 1, game 2. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's like, in some PC games you get 2 installation discs. One is basically sort of like a authentication disc. At least that's what it feels like when I put install. It seems more like CD1 is the authentication one, and then CD2 is the one which has most of the data on it. That's what I found in some of the 2 CD games. That said, I'm actually surprised to see two CDs because I'm sure nowadays with DVDs they've been able to have quite a lot of data on them. So I wonder how much data is actually on these CDs, or if there is any, because obviously there's the whole DRM thing, which is quite annoying. If you don't know what that is how you get games digitally nowadays. So even if you buy a CD, when you put the CD in, it asks you to download it, and obviously that's a bit annoying. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I actually enjoyed talking to you guys about the unboxing. I didn't think I would enjoy it this much, but it was actually quite fun. Unfortunately, I've actually spent less money on games nowadays, so it'll be a treat next time you see me unboxing something. That said, once again, my suggestion stands. Do comment if you'd like me to show you any of the other collector editions I've got from older games that I've got, and I'm sure you guys will absolutely love it. So I'm just going to take this out for a moment. Again, I probably should not have put it in, because I just realized, oops, I'm gonna get this out and set it up, take a bit of a close-up shot for this. As for you guys, thank you for joining me. Goodbye.